everyone, welcome along. It's the 18th of December, it's getting close. Let's see what's behind the door today. Oh, Christmas cocktails, yes please. I'm sure somewhere it's cocktail hour. Well, let's grab our paints and get started. So this is going to be fun. Christmas cocktails. We're going to do a sort of martini, Christmas martini. So your martini glass, two lines coming down and then tapering into a nice fine stem, and then creating that sort of oval on the top, and we'll do a second one. So probably the most difficult part, getting the shape of the glass right, but once you've got it, then you're good, and you can always rub out your pencil lightly if you want to, and then on the bottom okay. So we'll have our drink coming up to about there, and that's probably all we need from the pencil. So I'm going to use a bit of red and a bit of Alizarin Crimson to make a lovely drink colour. I'm also going to need the sort of reflection of the glass, so Payne's grey is great for that. So we'll start off with those two. I'm going to create the drink in the glass first, so I'm going to just leave a tiny bit of space around the edge, and then a little bit of unpainted space also, and then just to drop in a bit more concentrated colour. There we go. It's just a nice way of making the drink look liquid and a little bit translucent, and the glass reflection as well. And then we'll just do the surface. And then I'm going to do a little bit of work on the glass itself. So you can see I'm using the Payne's grey, and I'm just sort of painting it down over some of the drink. Very, very dilute though, which means we can do that and not get in the way too much of the drink. And also, that's another wonderful aspect of this paper, is everything dries fairly fast and we don't get too many blends going on. Now what you do tend to get is you get a little sort of reflection of the drink in the glass, so that's quite a useful little tip as well. Okay, so we've got some gorgeous looking cocktails, and we need a bit of a garnish. So I'm going to have I think an orange slice in there, so all I need to do is just add some yellow to this mix and we'll get something nice and orange. And also we're going to have a little sprig of rosemary that can look like pine, and some red currants that can look like just general berries, because obviously we can't can't go putting holly berries in a drink because that wouldn't be very sensible. Okay, so got my 4/10 brush again, and I am going to place in, you see I've sort of just allowed for that little gap where, so it comes over the top of the glass, and then just a little gap for the rim of the glass as if it reflects the light. And I think I'll add a little bit of Payne's grey to the green just to darken it a bit. And a lovely sprig there. And then we'll have a few berries sort of floating on the drink. Well, that looks pretty great. The only other thing, if you wanted, is get a tiny bit more Payne's grey, just a little bit more concentrated. And just on there, just helps a little bit with a little bit more definition. So there we go, we've got some lovely Christmas cocktails for you.